Hey guys, it's me, Rose Idols here. I know it's been a very long time. I think like maybe like a month and a half. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But so I was away because work related reasons. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know why. Because I had to go on a mini deployment. So that was 2 weeks, and then I got back and I just didn't feel like recording. And then after that, like, I did feel like recording sometimes. Like, sometimes I would get things I was like, I want to show you guys, but I just, like, physically I was just like, ugh, like I was drained and I didn't feel like doing that. But I did get some stuff in. Oh, actually, how was that, last week me and Kaku Creations and Olive Dolls, if you guys follow them on Instagram, they're really cool. We went to the LA BJD. Well, it was more like a anime con or something, but they had like a BJD section. So we went there, and there was like Smart Dolls. I don't remember like the names, like Smart Doll, Dolphy Dream, BJDs, other little tiny like dolls like I never heard of. So that was pretty cool. And then what else? I met some of the other like doll people on Instagram. Milky T or Milky B I think it is. She was really tall and pretty. She had like purple hair. She reminded me of if you guys watch anime Free, I don't know his name, but the one with the purple hair. She had like a purple wig and it looked nice. And then I met I can't remember what her name was. I think it was like Star, I don't remember, but she had like these really tiny dolls and they were just so cute. Like the one had like an undercut with like gray hair and black at the bottom, and then she had like a tomboy girl, like she was so tiny. And then I met some like the coordinators. So I don't remember their at. If I remember, I'll put that in the description. But yeah, that was in LA and it was actually pretty cool. I was so tired, like on the way home, like I was falling asleep while I was driving, because it was like a 2-hour drive to Coco's house, and then, well, not almost, it was like an hour 45 minutes kind of, and then Olive drove us there, and then we had to drive back, and then I had to drive back. So it was like it was probably like, for me, just 2 hours of driving, and then like driving there was like another 2, so it was like 4 hours kind of. Yeah, so it was a long day. And then I ended up going to Coco's house for the first time. So I got to saw all her dolls. Like, I touched them and messed around with them. And then I saw her set. She has like, dude, you guys, she has like this amazing like I forgot what it's called. Oh my gosh, diagram? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. I don't remember the word, but it's like not a dollhouse, but like that area where you put your dolls, and it has like all their props and stuff. But like she had like this whole wall dedicated, and everybody had their own room. They had beds, couches, and all that stuff. And hence why I have a couch now. So her husband was able to make me this lovely couch. It's not done yet, but I did buy like the materials, like the spray paint, the fabrics to make like the couch cushions and stuff. I'm gonna send those to Coco to commission her for that. But for the spray paint and all that stuff, I'm gonna do that myself. Also, my backdrop, that's gonna change. I want it to be darker and more elegant looking, because the couch, the fabric that I chose is like this red and black, like it's a theme, like a red and black. I want it to be like the base of the couch to be black, and then the cushions to be like this elegant fabric, and then I want to get fur pillows, and then I want to get a fur throw to put over the back of the couch, and then like a fur carpet for the bottom, and then I want like an elegant wallpaper in the background, and then maybe some like I don't know, like some very posh like paintings or like sculptures or something. And I want like a nice tall plant to put on the side. So over time you'll see the background changing a bit. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And then I decided to put like their skateboards and stuff up there, along with like this was over this rack thing was over here, But as you can see, to make room for this couch, I moved the other. So there's actually 2 of these here. There's 2 clothing racks, but I moved the one that was here over here to make room for the couch. So I wanted to just keep them all on one side as opposed to having them spread out. But yeah, so I moved that rack up there so I could have like these hanging. So I plan to have like the stuff that I frequently use over here instead of like digging through all the clothes. I just, you know, pull it off the rack. So that's that. What's new here? Oh, I never showed you guys Jackson. So he came back from his like artist, like the face up. I don't know, I never know how to pronounce his name. It starts with a K, Koacomi. I don't know how to say that, but he gave him a face up, and then I loved it, but then like I needed Jackson to be more dramatic because he looked good, but he didn't feel like the character yet. So last week I think Saturday, or not Saturday, Friday I think, I altered his face up a bit more and gave him like a tattoo on the side of his face. So I'll show you guys that in a moment. And then his hands, Sight lady, she gave me replacement hands, jointed hands. I don't remember if I told you guys this, but anyways, if you know, if you watch my channel, then you know that me and Sight lady did a trade. I traded her a Zoom Idealian 75 centimeter body, and she traded me that for the Doll Zone 71.5 centimeter male body. But what happened was in the trade, he arrived and all his fingers were broken, but like I think 3. So she gave me Doll Zone jointed hands for him, and she said they were white skin, but they're more of like a yellow, like a really yellow. And I was thinking of maybe giving them to Takiel here. He's on the Dolls Town 18-year body, I think in Oriental. If not Oriental, then it's fresh skin. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Oriental because his head is actually copper Oriental, but it's color matched. But yeah, he's on the Dolls Town body. And I was thinking of giving those hands to him. And I actually recently bought some ring doll hands, some ring doll jointed hands, and white skin. So yeah, that's gonna be for Jackson. So I'm gonna show you him. I gave him an ear mod, so he has gauges on one side. I didn't see the point of giving him gauges on the other side because his hair is always gonna be covering, so I just did that ear. What else? Oh, my Dollies guys here. So I remember telling you guys about this, but it took a while for him to arrive. I think he arrived like literally after I left for my deployment, so that was like 2 weeks. He was just sitting at the post office. So yeah, so he's here. I'll tell you guys more about his head. He's the Dollie DAD Ray. I don't really care for the head. We'll talk about that. Anyways, and everyone else. Oh, Sunny, she's on a Doll Zone 58 centimeter female body and normal skin. I think she has. Okay, I'm gonna fall into her a little bit. I think she has the medium bust. I got her secondhand, but yeah, she has medium bust. And then now we're gonna talk about the new dollies that I got in. I'll come back to these guys, but so if you guys know, I had like I still have a lot of heads. Like if I talk about all the heads I have, right? So I got these 3 recently. I'll cover these guys in a second, but I still have a Soul Doll, Onoharu, Colin, what is it? Soul Doll, Seinu, Seo, I don't know how to say this one, Seojeong, Takyu, and then what else? I still have this Doll Chateau Snow Nymph, the Doll Family H Luau Yunsi, the Ring Doll XIU, and the Ring Doll Raymond, and then the Lily Cat Elena girl, and then the Let's Stealth Lewin, who finally arrived, like literally 3 months later. I think he arrived today, so I have to go get him tomorrow. And then what else? Oh, and then the Long Soul 11. I purchased him recently, so I'll go more into the depth about those guys. But that's a lot. I'm not keeping all of those guys because we'll talk more about this. But for right now, here are the 3 that I have. I'm not keeping these 2. These 2, let me show you her first. So she is a Doll Chateau Evangeline. That's the plaque there. I would pull out her certificate, but it's like in my drawer and all my certificates, and I don't feel like going through all that. But yeah, so she's Doll Zone and Doll Chateau resin and Ring Doll resin. I just love the way they feel. It's like butter. Like, it's so smooth and just silky, and I love the weight it has to it. Like, she has a small head. I think her head and the Swinty head are like almost the same size, but she has more of a weight to her. I don't know, just the type of resin they use is just so good. But yeah, so she is the Doll Chateau Evangeline head. So I think I might buy another one of her. So she's supposed to be my character called Trinity. I actually have what is it? I have a Doll Zone 56 centimeter body on layaway with moderately vivid Jude. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He makes really nice wigs. So yeah, follow him on Instagram. I think he's kind of closed for commissions right now, but for sure when he opens up, I will definitely commission him to make a wig. But yeah, so she's in white skin. That body's also in white skin. It has some beautiful blushing on the hands and feet, so I cannot wait to see that in person. But yeah, so I want to get another one of her, but I want it to be a boy. So if you guys know this, I am obsessed with the Gangster Doll Jaeger sculpt, but I cannot find it. It's crazy too, because when it was like when the pre-order was up, I was just like, that's a nice sculpt, but I didn't like, it didn't occur to me like pre-order the thing, girl. But I didn't. So it wasn't until like I think a month later I was like, damn, why didn't I pre-order that head? And ever since, like, they released him again, but it was like at an event, so you would have to go to that event to go get him. But I would have went, but the event was like in a whole nother country, so it was like, I can't. So I noticed, because I actually tried to give her a little face up, but I didn't like the way it turned out. So I decided I was gonna send her to Mint Chateau next month. So as I was wiping the face up off, I was looking at her up close, and I was like, she kind of looks like the Gangster Doll Jaeger. And I was like, I probably will get her just to have her as that character that I wanted him to be. So I will probably order another one of her either sometime next year, the middle of next year. And I don't know what body I would put him on if I did get him, because I was thinking I would put him on a Doll Zone, like the 62 centimeter, but the neck is so freaking small. So I would have to either put him on that body and sand the neck down, or just put him on a Doll Chateau body. But the thing is, I don't want him to look skinny. Like, I don't know what I would do. But yeah, so that's her. Sorry, my light is on. You know, it's always washed out, but that's her. She's really freaking pretty. Like, she has a pretty pucker. Sorry, like, it's all dark in there because of the face up residue, but like, she has like the cutest nose. Oh, and I modded the eyes open, so the eyes are actually more like, she has like, her eyes look like, I don't even know how to, like, just search the scope. It looks like drunk eyes, and I wanted her to still have like this sleeping eye effect, because I wanted to give her like a red eyeshadow kind of. So that's why I kept a lot of the lid on still, but it was a little too close for me. Like, you couldn't even see the eyes that well unless her head was tilted up, which I didn't really care for, so I ended up modding her. But yeah, so that's her. And then these two guys that I'm not keeping, this one is the Doll Zone Robin, and this one is the Doll Zone Raymond. So yeah, they don't have a plaque on the back. I thought they did, but they don't. So yeah, same thing. They're smooth, they're heavy, and actually I don't know what the inside looks like. Oh, the plaque is on the inside, so it says Doll Zone right there, and then it has like a number on the side or whatever. But those are these two. So I do not want to keep these guys. Like, it's funny too, because I was so in love with Robin when I saw him in the pictures, and I was just like, like, out of these two, I'm most excited for Robin. But then when they arrived, I was just like, damn, Raymond, you have like really nice cheekbones. Like, it's not that I don't like them, I want to keep them, but it's the fact that I have to buy a body for them. Cause like, I'm not the type of person where it's like my dolls share a body. It's like, I'll have them share a body for a picture, but I like to have them laid out in front of me. And I hate when it's like one of them is like a floating head on a stand like that. I can't. So I don't want to like buy bodies for like every single, like, I told myself the most dolls I want to have, like, if it got to the point where there was like so many sculpts that I really like and I had to like keep them, then maybe 16. But right now I'm trying to like get down to 10, 12 heads, or not heads but dolls, like full dolls, because you know, with my occupation I always got to move and stuff, and it's like I don't want to have to move 20, 30 dolls. Like I don't have time for that. So I want to have at most like 10, 12 dolls. And if I want to, like, if I get to the point where it's like, okay, I have those 10, 12, I want to add on more, but not have too many. My limit would be like 16, like 16 max. I don't want to have any more than that. So I told myself, like, I looked at all the sculpts that I bought, and I was just like, you know, which ones do I want the most? And they weren't on that list, so that's why I'm putting them up for sale. So actually, like, he's so pretty. My favorite thing about him is his eyes and his mouth. Like, it's kind of hard to see because of my lighting, but like, you see that? So pretty. But yeah, I was putting them both up for sale, $120 each, including shipping. So oh, unless you're international, because international is $23.50. So it would be the $120, and then you'll pay half of the $23.50. So do the math. So, but yeah, for US it's $120, shipping included. So that's for these guys. They're both in a white skin. They come with eyes. I do not know where I put them, or where I put them. I don't remember. But they came with eyes, so I'll put those in there if I could find them. And then of course there's COA. But yeah, those are these two guys. What was I gonna say? I can't remember. Oh, I still have these two guys, or not guys, girls. So I mostly sold all my heads, like the floating heads that I had, except for you know, the two that I got in, and then these two guys. So oh, here's one of the eyes. So this is one of the I think it's one of the dolls on eyes. If it's not, then it's probably the doll shadow eyes, but it's kind of hard to see. It's like a yellow brown or something, like a hazel, I don't know. But yeah, so she's an April Story Daisy. I'm still trying to sell her. She's 50. Or if you want to trade her for like shoes or something. Like I don't want any floating heads, so I will trade for anything except for like the Doll Zone guys, because they're literally brand new. But she was a sleeping head that I modded to have open eyes. So yeah, she's 50. She has a plaque. COA is somewhere over there in that box. And she's in normal skin. And then I have this Soul Doll, Vito Yola. She also has her COA, which is somewhere in my drawer. She's in normal skin. Vito, by the way, guys, is like when you see comparison photos on like Instagram or like Google or whatever, like Vito looks big. Like it look not big like SD big, but it looks like in the middle, like between SD and MSD, but it's really not. It's more of like a S or MSD. I don't like, it's been so long since I've had like a USD. I would say this is just a small head. Like it's too small. Like I can't. Like I love her, but she's just too tiny. So she is 100 with shipping, but I'm open to offers. I'm open to offers. I just don't want her here. I don't want any floating heads, because if I have floating heads, it's just gonna give me ideas, and I can't. Oh, and then I got what was his name? The Soul Doll, Vito Liam. He arrived. Well, not the one I bought. So I did a split with Shadow Force, and I'm still waiting on that Liam to arrive. But I ended up buying another one from somebody else, and he arrived, and he was a Vito, and he was literally the same size as her. So I was just like, yeah, you gotta go. So I ended up giving him to Moderately Vivid because we're, you know, doing the. I was buying the body from him, the Doll Zone 56 centimeter body. So he was like, oh, since you're selling that head, do you want the, you know, just to give it to me, and then, you know, that'll be like a partial trade or whatever, and you just like pay $180 for the rest of the body. And I was like, oh yeah, yes, awesome. So I gave that to him. So that it didn't lower the price. It just, you know, it was just. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Anyways, yeah, so he arrived and sent him away. So I have one more Vito Liam. So if you guys are interested in the Vito Liam head, then let me know, because I will be putting that for sale immediately after I get it. And And yeah, that's it for that. And then I have like a bag of clothes here. Like it's like a lot of clothes. Like all of these for like, I don't remember the price that I had it for. I think it was like $120 or something. But it's like literally like a lot of clothes. Baby clothes, shirts. It's like, yeah. So I since got rid, like, I don't know if you guys remember how full this used to be. Like it used to be so full to the point where you couldn't do this. Like there was never a gap here. But I don't know, I just went through this stage where it was like, why do I have so many things? Like I know I have a lot of dolls, but like there's no reason for me to have this much stuff. Like I don't even want to say the amount of money like I spent on BJD clothes, because like that's like several dolls within itself. So I was just like, they gotta go. So I got rid of a lot of clothes, shoes. There's still shoes that I need to get rid of. So I have like some heels that I bought recently. I'm gonna sell those. And yeah, that's basically it. But now let me show you him. I kind of wish I did a box opening so I could have shown. Oh, he's so heavy. So I could show you his body. I'll probably just do like a body review video. Oh, by the way, I took Takiel to the BJD meetup or whatever in LA. So I actually have pictures of it and well, the video is on my story. If you want to see video, then just ask me and then I'll send you some video footage. But yeah, so I took him with me to the BJD meetup thing, and it was actually pretty cool. But yeah, so this is a Dollie DAD Ray. Oh my gosh, I forgot. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with my character Zod. He was a doll she Ray Lewis, and as you can see, he's not here right now. Yeah, he's not here because I sold him. But I don't know, I loved that sculpt because it just photographed so nicely. Oh, you over here working the camera, I see you. But yeah, he photographed so nicely, but just something about his face, I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it, so I don't regret selling him because to be honest, I didn't focus on him that much. Like I did. I bought him like a lot of clothes. I made him wigs and stuff. I think out of all my dolls, he's the one I've made the most wigs for. I think I made like 3 or 4 wigs for him. But I don't know. Oh, by the way, this is actually one of his wigs. I just put it on. Oh, by the way, his name is Paris. I put it on Paris here after I sold him. So yeah, he actually went to, I can't remember, but she's turning him into like this king or something. So it was actually pretty interesting. After I sold her, she told me everything, and he's gonna have like all these cool facial markings. And I think she said she's gonna what's that thing called when you dye? Oh, dye. She's gonna dye him like brown or something. So that's actually, I was actually like, you know, quite surprised. I was like, taking risks. But anyways, so I got him, and I was not going to keep his head. So I don't know if you can see him. He is the Ray sculpt. He has a company face up, but I put like, you know, piercings on his face because I always do. But I have not altered his company face up at all because I don't think I'm going to be keeping this sculpt. We'll get more into that, but yeah, he's the Dollie DAD Ray, and this body I think is 69.3 centimeters. I think it's 69.3. If it's not 0.3, then it's like 0.1 or something. But I actually got this body for Zod, and I put Zod on it, and his head was too big. Because for the doll she Ray Lewis, he's like the neck is like 13 centimeters, and I had him on the timeless body, but I didn't even like the timeless body to begin with. Like I liked it in terms of like for Zod, it was perfect for Zod. Like I couldn't see anyone else on it with Zod, and the problem that I had with it though is that it was a really short body, like short for me. Like it's tall, but it's not tall like all my other dolls. And for Zod, he was like supposed to be in the same age group as everyone else. And with me, when I have dolls, their age is relative to like their size. So it was like his character wasn't short, and that was just a problem for me. So I ended up getting this body for him, but like I said, his head was too big for it, and like I don't have time for that. So I was just like, you know, like I've always wanted the ring doll voice, and I actually was thinking about shelling Zod as a ring doll voice. So I was like, maybe I should do that. Because I'm tired. Like, I hate buying bodies, waiting for them to arrive, and they finally arrive and they don't work. Like, I can't. So I ended up selling him, and I kept this body, and then I was gonna sell this head, but then I sold Zod. So I was like, I don't want this body to just be like, under my bed, just sitting there collecting dust. Like, let me have somebody on it. And then I got attached to, well, how do I want to say that? Because that's not true. Like, I mean, attached is not, that's a strong word. I fell in love with the face, but it's like, I don't feel anything for it. It's just like, I'm like, oh, the face is so pretty. But it's like, when I think of like my story, I don't see him in the story. Like, I see him, like I see what kind of character he could be, but it's just like, I don't automatically go, oh, Paris, he's in this chapter and he did this or whatever, or this is his friends. I don't feel that. But I have to admit, he photographs so nice. Like, he has this thing, like, where he does like this glaring, like he's actually doing it to the camera right now. I don't know why he does this glare thing, but he's such a pretty sculpt. But I don't know, I don't think I'll keep him. So I was thinking, because I still have the 2 Soul Doll guys that I ordered back in February. That was a layaway, and I since finished that. So like I told you guys many times before, I do not like Soul Doll bodies. Oh, actually moved the camera, my bad. I do not like Soul Doll bodies, so I will not be keeping those bodies. Actually, somebody has one of them on layaway, and then I have one more that I'm gonna put up for sale when it arrives. But for the Seinu sculpt, either Seinu or Colin, Soul Doll Colin, I'm gonna put one of them on this body, because this is like, okay, I'll try to show you as much as I can, lifting up his shirt. Hold on, it's so bright, I don't know if you can see that. Not really. Nope, you can't really see. I would have to turn off this light. Alright, so I don't know if you can see, but if you guys are familiar with the body Jackson's on, the doll zone body, this is like literally like that body, but it's more what's the word I'm looking for? I would say, are you guys familiar with Monster X? If you guys know the K-pop group Monster X, if you know the member Wonho, or I don't know how to say his like name, it's like Hoseok, I think, but he goes by Wonho. You can search Wonho, Wonho. So like for me, like Wonho's body is like my aesthetic that I look for in doll bodies, and older like doll bodies, like dolls that are like 22, 24 and up. So like this is like that. Well, this is more so like that body, like Wonho's body, but this is like a younger version in my mind of what Wonho's body would look like. I'll show you guys his body. Like, I'll do a body review for this body, but I call this the upside down Dorito effect. Like, people laugh at me when I say this, but literally it's where it's wider at the top and it tapers in. I don't know about you guys, but that aesthetic is just, it's perfect for me. Like, I just something about that. And then when you get like the waist, and the waist is like cinched, and you get like it goes in. I can't, I literally cannot. But so he has that body. And then the only issue I personally have with this body is the legs are really, really close together. I don't know what other doll is like that. Resin Soul. So my little Resin Soul there, he's on the 61 centimeter body. So I actually, while I was like, taking my little YouTube break, I was actually trying to sell him so I can get the Doll Zone 62 centimeter body in tan. I know, that body's lately has been orange, but I've seen people on Instagram like do really good dye jobs to fix that. So I was, I was all for it. Like, I don't care. I was gonna, do what I had to do to get that body, because like that's like so before I had this body, like I was dying to get that body, and now I have that body. I'm just like, okay, now I need the 62 centimeter body. Oh, and also was dying to get the female body, and I got the female body. So it's just like, I want every single doll's own body. So I'm just really obsessed with their bodies. But anyways, so yeah, so I got that body, and I was gonna get him the 62 centimeter body, but for some reason Doll Zone right now is not selling their tan skin, and I talked to Alex Collections and they were like, yeah, they're not selling right now. I think when I went on the Doll Zone website, tan was an option. I do not really remember. I think it was an option, like you could select it, but on Alex Collections you can't. And I would prefer to buy it on Alex Collections because a friend told me with Alex Collections, when you do layaways, after you submit the first payment, they start making the doll. So it would have been a shorter wait if I ordered it on Alex Collections, so I just decided to just wait. So I actually bought wire for his body because, like, if you watch my videos, you know that I do not like how Resin Soul is like very kicky, and a lot of people told me get some wires and just do that, like wire him. So I'm gonna do that. So I got some wire from Dalmore, and I don't know when that's gonna arrive, but I got that. Meanwhile, if that works, then I'll probably keep it. If not, then I'll go ahead and get the Doll Zone body, or yeah, the Doll Zone body. But yeah, so as I always go off on a little tangent, sorry. But the thing that I was saying is with this body, in like Resin Soul bodies, if you have Resin Soul, then you know what I mean by how their legs are always close together like this. On him, it's fine. It doesn't look weird. Like, he doesn't look like he has like no figure. He has a figure. He has like a cute little bum, nice little legs. Like, he has a nice figure. The only issue is, I keep my dolls in a doll stand because of what happened to me. What, last year or was it earlier this year? I don't remember, but I broke an expensive sculpt. It was a limited edition ring doll, Jack the Ripper. I broke him, not on purpose. I was doing a chest tattoo and he fell and broke, and basically I was devastated, and ever since then I keep my dolls on a stand now. And the type of stands that I have, it's the ones that go like this, like it's like that, and it grabs him under here. So with this body, with Resin Soul too, like I have the issue with him and him, but more so him, because I mean, I don't know, because he's short, it's not really that noticeable. But with him, like, he has really long legs, so you can tell when his legs are like this. Like, it looks weird, like, as opposed to having his legs like regular. Like, the way the Doll's Town and the Doll Zone body, the way their legs like stand, it's very natural. Like, it's like, you know, I don't feel like standing, but like, it's very natural the way they stand. And he stands somewhat natural. I mean, as natural as you can stand with legs that are this close together. But on the stand, I mean, look at him now, he's doing it. Like, he's doing this thing where his legs go apart. But I don't know. Anyways, I decided that I will mostly keep this body sitting, and if not sitting, then I'll have to like fork up the cash to buy one of those doll stands that grab them around the waist. I don't know if I'll find one because his waist is not exactly small. Like, for my hands, I have small hands, and it's not even that easy to grab his waist. So I'll have to find either something to grab him from the side or grab him from the back. I don't know, but yeah, so that's that body. But yeah, if you guys are interested in this sculpt, you know, let me know, because I don't know if I'll keep him. I mean, I like the sculpt, but like, I have this new motto, is if I'm not in love with it, there's no reason for me to keep it. Like, these dolls are not cheap. Like, not to make them seem like they're worthless, because like, you know, there wouldn't be a reason I'm buying these dolls if I didn't see, you know, if they didn't have a purpose for me, because like, I want these dolls to be like the characters in my story and stuff, and I want to bond with them. But it's like, if I only like certain things about like a doll, like whether it be like, oh, you know, I like the chest but I don't like your joints, or I don't like the way you stand but I like the way you sit, like, I want to like a doll 100%. Like, I don't want to just like 50 or 20, 40%. Like, these dolls are too expensive for that. I don't feel 100% with him right now, so that's why I wouldn't be opposed to putting him up for sale if somebody was interested. But yeah, so let me just put him sitting really quick and I'll grab Jackson. Alright, it's not gonna be perfect, but whatever. I don't remember how I had him sitting. It was like a little weird. Alright, so here's Jackson. Let me grab him. Oh, he's so heavy. Alright, so I remember how long ago it was that I showed you guys him, but so Jackson originally was supposed to be a oh, he's doing that K-pop, you know, heart thing. I was gonna have him doing this, but I was like, nah, that's too corny. But I don't know if you guys remember, but I originally was gonna reshow Jackson. He was assumed he assumed York, but head was too big and it was too hard finding bodies for him. So I decided, you know, to show him as a Pygmalion Kyle. Got that head, it was gorgeous. I didn't feel it for him. Like I think what it was is I've seen face-ups on that head, and I was like, damn, you know, Jackson would look like that. But when I got him, I was just like, I don't know how I would do it, and I don't know. But so he's on the Ring Doll Lulu. This head was gifted to me by Funerals. I don't know if you guys know her, but she has really cool edits. Hopefully she's a she. I think so. She has really cool edits on her Instagram of her dolls. She has like a really dark, not grungy, but like just like really dark look about her dolls, and I think it's so cool. But yeah, so she gifted me him, and like I said, the face up, well, I changed it now, but before he had this face up, I don't know if I have pictures of like what he looks like, but he I don't know, guys. He looked very very innocent, if that's the right thing to say. I don't know if I have a picture. Okay, I actually do. So this is what he looked like before. I don't know if you can kind of see that. It's kind of hard to see. He looked very innocent. Well, you're like, bitch. I mean, his eyebrow was like very dramatic, and he has like really dark makeup. The lighting is just really weird. That's why you can't really see what I mean. Like he didn't look like he looked like Jackson, just like he was missing something. So what I did is I took out my supplies and I basically darkened everything. I darkened his eyebrows, I darkened his eye makeup, his lips. What else? I gave him more contour. This tattoo on the side of his face, and then this ear mod. So I don't know if the ear mod is done, to be honest, because I was gonna actually give him like a taper, but I don't know, I got lazy. I didn't feel like finishing it, so I just ended up just keeping this stud or whatever. But yeah, so, and then his wig, I styled it differently, because before, the way his face up was, to me, the only way I liked him was like this, where the wig covered up half of his face and you could only see one eye. But ever since I altered it a bit, now I prefer him where I can see both of his eyes. Oh, also, what really like brought him to life is I shaded his chin and gave him like a butt chin. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I told you guys I wanted him to have a butt chin, but he never had that. Like, he had shading down there, but it wasn't that prominent. Like you can see it so much better now. Like, I don't know if you can kind of see that, but his chin is like, anyways, that literally, like, you guys, like, literally after I was done, I was like, oh my god, like, because like I told you guys, if I don't fall in love with a sculpt, like, it has to go. And I was like, okay, I have a ring doll Raymond on the way, so maybe, you know, I could show that into Jackson. But I was like, before I do that, before I jump to conclusions, let me try to make him work. And I made him work. So tell me what you guys think. Like you guys, I'm in love with Jackson, like the way he looks. Somebody actually commented on my my post. They were like, oh, that's daddy. And I was just like, I was gagging. I was laughing so hard, because like nobody ever reacted to one of my dolls like that before. But yeah, I guess he looks good, like I thought he did. But yeah, so that's Jackson. Oh, I also changed his eyes too. He had a really light green, like a hazel green, but now he has like I don't even know what you call it. It's like a gray yellow, like, I don't know if you can kind of see that, but yeah. So also changed his mouth. So he had lines, like dark lines in his lips, like for detailing, but I wanted Jackson to have more of like an expression. He didn't have an expression. He was just like a pretty face, but I wanted him to have like some type of, like, you know, expression. So I lengthened it and then I curved it upwards. I don't know if you could tell that. Oh, I forgot to put his band-aids back on. He has like not stitches, but like 2 white band-aids just on his cut there. But yeah, so I'm really excited about Jackson's character. But yeah, I still haven't given him any tattoo. Like, I haven't given anyone any tattoos. But you see what I mean about this body? Like, you guys, this is like my favorite body ever. Like, you know, Wonho from Monster X. This body right here. But I do not know what I want to give him, to be honest. Like, I kind of want to find a sculpt, like, cause like I don't really care for like shelling like realistic people, like, let's say, because like I'm like obsessed with GOT7's Jackson. I wanted to, like, you know, make that sculpt, like make him just like personally for me, but I since put a hold on that project. But like Wonho, you guys, I need to find a sculpt that looks like him, because I need that sculpt in my life. Like, I need it. So I sound so thirsty right now, but yeah, so this is one of my favorite bodies, because oh my gosh, who is hitting me up? But yeah, so this is like one of my favorite bodies. The only issue that I have with him right now, like I said, is his hands. There, you can see that, right? So his skin is white, but the arms are yellow, or the hands are yellow. So like I said, I bought him some ring doll hands. I do not know if they will fit on him. I mean, I still have my ring doll body that since like somebody has it on layaway right now, but I know how big ring doll hands are, like the default hands, but I don't know about jointed hands, because these are doll zone hands, and his actual like doll zone hands that came with this body are way smaller than this. So yeah, hopefully the ring doll hands are bigger than like the default, like, you know, stiff hands, because yeah, I'm afraid that they will be too small. If they are, oh well, at least it would just be, it would match. I don't know what else I would have to do to get him some hands. What am I doing? I did it the wrong way. I don't know, but that's Jackson. What else? Nobody else really changed, to be honest. Nobody else really changed. I just want to do some body reviews for you guys, cause I've been noticing, cause I'm on a body hunt right now. So, oh my god, I keep on moving this. I'm on a body hunt right now. So I'm actually thinking of buying Tay a new body. I want to get him either the Doll Chateau A Body 06 or the A Body 08. So I found the A Body 06. Somebody's selling a doll, and I asked them if they would sell me just the body, and they told me yeah. So that's an option. Or I would have to put the A Body 08 on layaway, and that's like almost $700. So I was like, A Body 06, get that cheaper and quick, because it's already made, or A Body 08, because nobody has that for sale right now. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get the 06, because personally I think that would be better, because I would be saving money. But so many people like so for me, when I can't decide what I want, I always like post on like my story, like, you know, comparison, and then I have like the poll where people could choose like what they think is better, so I can kind of like, you know, get feedback. And so many people chose the 08, but the thing is, Heliot, his head is like, it's small, and like, I don't know, just the placement, like, so I put Heliot on this body, and maybe it's just me because I'm so used to seeing him skinny. He looked so weird, so I do not want to get the 08, because the 08, I think the shoulder width is like 16 centimeters, so I don't want to get the 08 and then he ends up looking exactly the same like he did on this body, and I'm like disappointed, because I would be like 6-7 months, maybe even 8 months of waiting for a body only to be disappointed. I know that he would work on the 06 body. The only thing is, the waist on that body is so skinny. Like, I thought the Dollie's body had a skinny waist. That body's waist is literally like I don't even know, maybe like the size of like a MSD waist, or not even like a MSD waist, but like a big MSD waist, like a large, you know, one of the larger MSDs, but just like within that size range. I don't know, but I like that body because it has like that upside down Dorito effect, like, you know, big on top and then tapered at the waist. but I don't know. If I do get that body, then I'll have to get custom pants all over again. So I actually got some shorts and some pants made for him. But if I do get that body, I'll probably have to do that all over again. But I don't know. Tell me guys what you think. So that's basically all I have for right now. Yeah. I didn't say everyone's names, but I think I did I? I don't know. You guys already know Jackson, Paris. I don't think I'll be keeping Paris, but you know, he's Paris for now. That's Teo, that's Takiel, that's Sunny, that's Zane, and that's Hashish. And then Trinity is the Evangeline that you guys saw. She should be done before the end of the year. I will probably have her body, I'll have her body paid off. What month are we in? September? I'll have her body paid off by October, before the end of October. And yeah, she'll probably arrive before the end of October or November. The Lily cat, I'll have her paid off before the end of this month, so you guys will see her next month, but I'm gonna end up sending her out for a face up, so I do not know when I'll get her back. And yeah, those are just the two characters I know for a fact will for sure be done before the end of the year. And maybe one of the Soul Doll boys. I have not decided who I'm gonna put on Paris's body, but when I figure that out, then it would be basically 3 more dolls, full dolls, that are added to my collection. And then of course, when I decide what body to get, oh, maybe even 4, because of the Long Soul body, or not body but doll, Long Soul 11. So yeah, maybe 4, you guys. Yeah, maybe 4, maybe even 5, if I end up getting the 06 body for the Heliot. So maybe even just whatever, I don't know. But that's it. I'll probably make another video for Lewin when I open him tomorrow. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Sorry that I haven't been making any videos, but I haven't really been feeling like it. But I will do better. I mean, it's not that I don't want to do this. I do. It's just I'm really lazy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you liked anything, like, subscribe, all that. Leave a comment if you have a question, or you want to know where I got something, whatever. Just leave a comment or DM me on Instagram. I'll have my Instagram below in the description, so you can follow me there too if you want. Yeah, and that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching.